We are live. Welcome to episode 11 of the High Slot Podcast. I'm here today, as always, with the boys, Bob Deuce,
How are we?
Snipsky,
Yes, sir.
and myself, Andrew Coco Curry. Our behind-the-scenes guy, Jay Butts, is out today. It's actually his birthday. Wish him a happy birthday. He's down in Providence for some birthday shenanigans. I don't know what he's getting into tonight. I can only imagine.
A little hiatus for the kid. But yeah, hopefully he enjoys himself. He deserves it. And yeah, hopefully he comes back alive and witnesses another podcast.
Yeah,
He's going nuts.
I don't know if banging out of the pod for your birthday is a valid excuse, but we'll let it
We
slide.
need a written note
Yeah, doctor's
from
note.
Cousin Stiz himself.
Yeah,
Yeah, if he doesn't go backstage with Cousin Stiz, then.
it's not worth it.
So what's going on with you boys? Anything new since our last time we met?
No, not really. I mean, just living life, loving life, and great to be in the studio with you guys again. And let's get after it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good to be here. Took it easy this weekend, something light and, just chilling, watching hockey. That's it.
Yeah, same here. Low-key weekend for your boy for sure. Had to kind of recover after that night with the Boston Pride last week. One thing I am looking forward to, actually starting tomorrow, is the Masters. I know we're big golf
hell
guys.
yeah.
Masters
Hell yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah, you guys got any picks? Who do you guys think's going to take it home?
I actually haven't really been looking at the odds or anything or whatever, but honestly, I got to roll with Kiz. That's my boy, Kevin
Kiss,
Kisner.
all right.
I love Kiz. That's my guy. And
Old school.
yeah, hopefully he places pretty well. I'm not sure if he's gonna win it, but that's my guy right there.
Word on the street, Tiger's playing.
Yeah.
From the last time I
Yeah.
heard. I don't know if that's confirmed.
I think he came out and had a press conference about it. I think he would have been straight up no if he wasn't going to
What do
play.
you think? Tiger makes the cut or misses?
He'll make it. I think he'll make
think?
it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he'll surprise a lot of people.
I think
or
he's
something.
he's making the appearance for the appearance sake, probably. But like, who knows? I hope he does. That would be great for ratings for them. But
I've always been a big Tiger guy, but I don't see him making the cut. If he does, dude, good on him. But like, when's the last time he's played? In a tournament.
Yeah, no, he didn't
Besides,
even.
He played in that one with his son.
Yeah, he
right?
didn't even drive either. He was just
Yeah.
short game. But I mean, if the leg holds up, which I think it's a test run more than anything.
I don't know, I've heard he looks good on the range and stuff. So like, we'll see. I mean, you can't really you're not
Yeah.
gonna know until it actually happens.
Yeah, my pick, my boy John Rahm.
Johnny Rahm.
He's due.
dirty.
He's due, but he hasn't been playing that well lately. But that's
Yeah.
my guy, John
He
Rahm.
could turn it on
Yeah.
for something like
He's
this.
nasty.
I love Masters weekend, dude. Like, Masters weekends where the magic happens. Like, there's always some crazy shit going on. And just like Augusta, that course, unbelievable.
Par
Yeah.
317.
Oh, it gets you every time.
Yeah.
What's that, Amon's Corner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's like the last 3 holes.
Yeah, last 3
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hole 11's looking tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Augusta's so like private. Like, even in like video
Yeah.
games, they never have the Augusta course in it because they don't want you like knowing like the layout.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no
scan-
drone footage.
They won't let you
Nothing.
scan it.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
You can't even have your phone out. They like take your phone, don't they?
You hear the theory that they pump in like bird and animal noise? I heard
Not shocked.
it's like
That's why they
it's
won't
like
let you
confined. There's gates all around it. I've heard that they literally like on the hunt and like hunt out any animals and like they just pump in the noise through like the broadcast.
That's why they won't let you do the flyovers. You
'Cause
got
you've
electronic birds flying around.
You've never seen an animal on Augusta.
Oh, they just murder them all.
Yeah, there's probably like
Jeez.
Caddyshack, like Bill Murray out there, like
Yeah.
going after
Yeah,
animals.
we're putting on our tinfoil hats right now.
yeah,
Talking
yeah,
about
that's yeah. Pete is listening. They're like, excellent.
excellent.
They're
Excellent.
like, thank you.
I haven't been watching much golf lately since like golf season and like New England really hasn't started yet. Yeah, I know you guys have been out there a couple of times. I haven't yet, but I've been itching. I do have a pick. I'm going Tony Finau.
Oh,
Big Tony.
that's your boy.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger.
Love it. He's never won a major, but now's the time. He
Yeah,
finished he
solid.
finished top 5 last year's Masters.
Yeah.
He's always in the hunt, just can't get it done. And I'd like to guarantee you Louis Oosthuizen is like at least top 10.
Louis Oosthuizen.
No,
He just
he'll be-
can't win.
Yeah, he'll be in the lead going into Sunday and just have a choke fest.
Yeah,
Literally, every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
He'll
That
be
guy's
6
leading on
under after
Sunday,
tomorrow.
Never wins. He actually made a sick putt in like the practice round today. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable. I'm like, oh, here we go. We got another Louis in the hunt.
Yeah,
for this weekend.
the par 3 contest they had was pretty sick. Kokrak got a hole in the run. He just
Yeah.
hit it. He hit it like 10 feet past the pin and just spun and just went right in. It was nasty.
When we played in Myrtle, didn't World Tour have like a hole that was like
It was
one
Eamon's
of
corner.
It was Eamon's
Yeah,
corner. Right?
they had
the 3
Eamon's
holes, right?
Yeah. They had the 17.
Yeah, we got 8 and 11
Oh,
on those 3 holes.
No, I remember I for like this one of the holes was par 5 was Eamon's corner. Remember I hit like I hit a good drive and then I was on and 2 and I was like I 3-putted for par. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like golf is so hard, dude.
Unbelievable.
I was like, I'm on for eagle, like 3-putt.
I'm itching to get back down there in Myrtle, though. We got to rip World Tour again.
Oh, yeah.
Sick course. Shout out World Tour.
Yeah, it is a sick course.
Good driving range. Can hit right off the grass.
Yeah. Money driving range. And then each hole is like a famous hole from like all like the most popular courses like in the PGA. It's unreal.
Yeah, the boys will be out there in June.
You haven't checked it out. World Tour links in Myrtle Beach. All right, so I know we got a lot to talk about. Why don't we get into the hockey talk? But before we do, we got a quick word from our sponsor at Ease Barbershop. So if you looked in the mirror lately and thought to yourself, wow, I look like an absolute bum, then head over to At Ease Barbershop, located in Quincy, or their brand new location that just opened up in Stoughton, Mass. Go see our guy Linsky and other certified master barbers who are all able to do different types of hairstyles and haircuts. They have serviced many different types of hair textures, and there is nothing they cannot do when it comes to barbering. They offer their clients a wide range of services from straight razor shaving, hairstyling, beard grooming, and even eyebrow trimming for those of you with those bushy brows. They also specialize in fresh fades, tapers, designs, mullets, business cuts, men's regulars, and more. To avoid those long waits and lines, book your appointment now at www.ateasebarbershop.com. Go to At Ease Barbershop today. Our guy Linsky will have you looking good and feeling good so you can be wheeling and dealing on a Friday or Saturday night. That's At Ease Barbershop in Quincy and Stoughton. Go to www.ateasebarbershop.com to book your appointment today.
Kid doesn't miss on the ad reads.
2 for 2 on the ad reads.
2 for 2. Batting 1,000.
All right, why don't we get into some hockey talk? So, after 989 games, Keith Yandle's Ironman streak is officially over. The Philadelphia Flyers decided to not play him in Saturday's game against the Leafs, not because of injury or illness or anything like that, just a straight up healthy scratch. Decided to sit Yandle to play, young prospects and kind of look out for their future. What's your guys' thoughts on the Flyers ending Keith Yandle's Ironman streak?
It sucks. Like, he had an unbelievable streak. Like, he was on pace to have 1,000 games pretty much straight. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. But, I mean, the organization has this young talent, like Coco said, trying to get some reps and all. Like, Cam York, young talent, trying to break into the roster, like, whatever. And plus, he was negative 40 on the year. Like, it definitely was coming.
He's the league worst, minus 40.
Yeah, so
minus.
He definitely wasn't producing at a professional level like he used to, like, in his whole career. But, yeah, he's a local guy. It was great to see him hit that Ironman streak and all. But, good things come to an end, and it just had to end. That's all it really was.
What's your thoughts, Snipsky?
Yeah, so, no, it had to happen. Jans, I think he's fallen off his prime, obviously, and it's a Flyers team that needs to develop young talent. So good move by the Flyers. It's sad for Jans. What is Phil Kessel next up on that Ironman?
Phil Kessel's now has the next longest streak with 968 games.
They love him over in Phoenix. I don't think they'll ever set him. But it stinks.
If he stays over there, he might leave.
Yeah, there were talks about him getting traded, but yeah, that didn't happen.
Honestly, I gotta disagree. I think it's an absolute abomination, classless move by the Philadelphia Flyers organization to go out and sit Keith Yandle 11 games away from 1,000 straight games played, and they're gonna sit him. Like, dude, they're bottom of the barrel of the league. They're clearly out of the playoff hunt. Like, what's letting Keith Yandle finish out the season, play his last 11 games, hit that 1,000 mark, and then whatever. If you want to dish him in the offseason, go for it. I just don't see it. You think they say that they're looking out for their future, trying to get some of these young guns in. The guy, I forget his name, I think it's Barrett Hayton, played for Keith Yandle. He was -4 in that game. So, sick move. I don't know. Keith Yandle, dude, he's a class act. He's a family man, local guy, good guy, locker room guy.
I was going to say they probably love him.
He's given everything he's had for, the Flyers organization and the Panthers in the past. So, to kind of just disrespect him like that and healthy scratch him, end that streak, that's a historic streak. The 1,000 games would have been crazy accomplishment. I don't really see the point behind the move. I mean, yeah, he struggled this year. He's dash 39. He's 35 years old. He's aging. But come on, man. It's just, a dumpster organization in the Philadelphia Flyers. I think they kind of tarnished his streak here. And he had nothing but respect about the move, but I know deep down it hurt him.
Yeah, it definitely hurt him. And also, I think Coco's a little fired up because they didn't cover it last night either. They didn't
cover.
Yeah,
they
didn't cover for us. It kind of sucked. But no, I understand. Like your take's good too. Like I can see both sides of the spectrum here, both sides of the fence, and I think it definitely wasn't that. I don't think it was that bad of a move, but like yeah, it does suck. Like he definitely was on a huge trajectory to 1,000 games. That imagine being like an Iron Man for 1,000 games. That would have been insane.
So I'm saying, like, no one's ever done it. The guy did nothing wrong. He's out there giving it his all each night. I just think with so little time left in the year, it's not like they're benching him to try and like turn the season around. Like season's over for Philadelphia Flyers.
Done, yeah.
Like whatever. You want to part ways with him in the offseason. He's 35. And then this is what pisses me off the most though is that they scratched him and you figured that he'd probably be done for the year. They played him the next night.
Yeah. No. It was two. He's health bombed for 2 games, and he came back last night.
I don't see the point in that at all. Like if it's one thing, all right, you're gonna shut him down for the year because obviously his play isn't great. The numbers speak for themselves. But dude, to sit him, ruin the streak, and then be like, all right, you're back in the lineup 2 days later or whatever, 2 games later. That's a joke in my opinion.
You play 68 straight or whatever, and then they're like, yeah, we're good for like 2 games, and then they play him again. Yeah, no, I can see both sides too, but I can see the whole organizational side of it. But yeah,
I think it's a pathetic move from a pathetic organization, the Philadelphia Flyers, and they have nothing to look forward to in their future. They're going to be brutal for the next, at least 5 years.
They want Shane Wright. Maybe that's what it is.
Tanking.
Yeah. They want to lose some games.
The NHL should look into that. Then. Fine them.
Yeah, the NFL's doing that right now.
Yeah.
All right, so. It was kind of a bit of a wild night the other night in Anaheim. So late in Anaheim's 5-0 blowout win last Friday night, all hell broke loose. It started when Trevor Zegras poked goalie Joseph Coronar's glove to try and free the puck. Zegras then took a cross-check from behind from Jay Beagle as a result, and Troy Terry tried to step in to defend his teammate. When he did this, Jay Beagle went absolutely nuts and ended up ragdolling Terry, giving him multiple uppercuts as a result. Troy Terry had to leave the game with what appeared to be a deep cut on his face. Beagle was assessed a fighting major, a cross-checking minor, and a game misconduct on the play. Terry, who never even dropped his gloves, received a roughing minor, which I don't know how that happened. Troy Terry's a guy, not physical at all. He's a 30-plus goal scorer. Wasn't really doing much here. Jay Beagle kind of just came in hot out of nowhere and just kind of dummied him. It was kind of uncalled for. Trevor Zegras after the game was heated. In a post-game interview with the reporter, he had this to say. He said, I get that he's going to punch him maybe once, but the fact that he's then down and not engaged in the fight and you're going to continue to give him 3 more hits, I think that's embarrassing, and I think he should be embarrassed. You don't punch a guy when he's down, especially a 32-goal scorer in the NHL who's a superstar. I think it's embarrassing. I think it's a bad look for the league. And for a player that did that, it's humiliating, and I think he should be fucking punished. What do you guys think about the brawl and Trevor Zegras' words post-game?
He hit the nail on the head, man. Like, Jay Beagle, yeah, he's a Stanley Cup champion and everything. He ended up going to whatever, like the Yotes. It was the Yotes, right? He's on the Yotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's over at the Yotes or whatever. He's probably just in a shit situation over there, and then he probably took his anger out on like someone that shouldn't even got what he deserved. You know what I mean? I mean, got what he got. You know what I mean? Like, Troy Terry, I saw if you watch the video, he didn't even like try to do anything. If anything, he just went to like Zegras'
he's just backing up his teammate.
And like
Beagle Coco just lost his shit.
Yeah, like Coco said, like Terry doesn't hit. He's just a goal scorer. He was an all-star this year. He lit it up this year. And I mean, the Ducks fucked up getting rid of Delorier. Because like if Delorier was still on this team, because they don't have an enforcer right now. So the fact that they don't have an enforcer, you can't just have a team full of just a bunch of skillful players that are fast and whatever, because you need someone to police the ice. Yeah, you got refs.
Yeah, they have no grit.
Yeah, so like you got like Delorier would have stepped in, like Jay Beagle would have thought twice before doing that.
Yeah, I wasn't like a huge fan of like how he dummied him, obviously, but it's like Beagle's old enough to be like back in like 10, 12 years ago, right? Playing. So it was definitely the game's transitioning to a different level now, but yeah, no, you can't be doing that stuff. Did you hear Tyson Nash when he was like he's calling the game for the Yotes, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, you can't be going in being a new school guy. The old school comes in and hits, like will fight you and stuff." Yeah, I don't agree with it. Like I understand that uh oh my god, why am I blanking? Terry. I know Terry went in there and he was kind of like breaking it up and like kind of asked for it, but like to jump guys, like you see PK Subban the other day when he jumped Wallstrom. We'll probably get into that one later. But yeah, no, you can't be doing that stuff.
So here's my take. Jay Beagle, that guy's an absolute pylon. He's on the back nine for sure. Yeah, you said he's like former Stanley Cup champion. He hasn't been relevant for years. That's why he's playing in Arizona.
He won with the Caps, right?
Yeah, with the Caps. That's why he's in Zona right now, because he's on the back nine. Guy's career is basically done. And then it's a 5-0 game. Like, you're getting blown out late in the game. Absolutely uncalled for to come in and just ragdoll like a superstar like that. Like, there wasn't like, yeah, whatever. Zegras poked at the goalie a little bit, but then he gets cross-checked from behind. So Terry's going to step in, have his back. And literally, Beagle just comes flying in, just like mugs the guy. Like Terry didn't get in a single shot. I don't even think he took his gloves off. Yeah. And he's just getting uppercut. He's getting dummied. Then he's on the ice and he's continuing to just like bash his face in. Like, whatever, you're pissed that you're losing 5-0 and all, but you can't take your actions out like that. That's a joke. A guy like Troy Terry, yeah, wrong place, wrong time for him. Maybe he shouldn't be on the ice in a 5-0 blowout late in the game that. Maybe that's on the coach, but Jay Beagle, man, get lost. No place in the game for that.
Yeah, and like if no one saw the picture of the aftermath of
his eyes. It looks like he got in a car accident.
Yeah, it looks like he just like it's so like messed up.
Yeah, he got his face beat.
Yeah, it's like he has a massive like laceration right here, and then like his eyes like blown up. Yeah, it's a bad scene.
I don't have the exact quote, but the Ducks coach also touched on it and called Jay Beagle just a coward.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a coward move. Like, Beagle's like, that's his type of play. Like, he's a tough guy. He's like he's gonna bang bodies. Troy Terry's not like that whatsoever. I don't think the guy's laid a hit all year.
Nah. That was like the same shit as last year with Panarin and Tom Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, like the Rangers and the Ducks, the Rangers from last year and the Ducks, like they're pretty much like the same. They don't have a tough guy to stick up for anybody, you know. And
that's when they signed Ryan Reeves right after that. They got Revo in the offseason after that shit happened.
Yeah, I do agree with your take though on that. Like, the Ducks got to have someone like back these guys up. They're young studs like Zegras, Troy Terry. They traded all their grit basically at the deadline, and now they got no one. So now, kind of on them for not having someone there that can back up these guys, but still uncalled for by Jay Beagle. It is embarrassing. I agree with Zegras 100%. It's an embarrassing move. I don't think anything's been dished out yet, but Beagle's got to be getting some sort of fine suspension, I'd imagine.
Yeah, you have your first line out against the Yotes third, fourth liners
in a 5-0 blowout.
Yeah, that's probably not a great move.
I'm all for brawls, Donnybrooks, like give me the fights and all that, but when a guy's like defenseless like that and you're just gonna ragdoll him, gonna dummy him, nah, that's a coward move. I agree. I agree with the Ducks coach. Coward move.
Yeah, can't be having that.
You know, drop the mitts with someone your own size, someone who's looking for a fight. Terry clearly wasn't looking for it, but it seems like he's gonna be okay. He missed last game, but I think he's gonna be back soon.
He's a hockey player.
He'll recover, but still, it wasn't deserving of it. So in other news, Edmonton's Leon Draisaitl became the second player this season to reach the 50-goal mark in Sunday's 6-1 victory over the Ducks. He's now the fourth player with multiple 50-goal seasons for the Oilers franchise. He joins great company of the great one Wayne Gretzky, Yari Curry, and Glenn Anderson, of players who also had multiple 50-goal seasons for the Oilers. What's your thoughts on Draisaitl hitting the 50-goal mark?
That company that he's in,
unbelievable, right?
That's
elite.
That's elite. Yeah, that's literally elite. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's Leon Draisaitl. He has Connor McDavid on the power play for him. And, like, I'm pretty sure he gets most of his goals on the power play. I would say like a little bit more on the power play than 5-on-5. And just though, like, he just like a big body, just gets space, like, can guard parks his ass out on people, like boxes them out. Like, no one can get the, like, he can lift his stick at the puck. And he's not just like a goal scorer. He can pass the puck. He's an assist machine as well. He can do everything. So he can hit. I'm not surprised that he's a 50-goal scorer. Like, I mean, That was inevitable.
I love the way Draisaitl plays. He's so subtle when he's out on the ice. Not flashy, just always in the right place. He carries the puck into the slot. If he's there, it's over. Like, and he'll be backdoor just to put one home, or like, and he's probably better passer than he is goal scorer. Like, I've seen some nuts passes he throws to McDavid, like through the neutral zone, like backhand. He'll be on his backhand, and he'll have McDavid like 20 feet to the blue line and just flip it.
He throws that ragu sauce.
Oh, he
over the ice. Sauce.
He's nuts. And he won't even skate by either. He'll just like put it through your legs. Like wicked subtle. He's not the fastest guy out there, but he will absolutely put points on your head every night.
And he's got a legit paddle for a blade. It's like, dude, it's like an oar, dude. It's like you can go out there and just fucking roll a boat with it.
He's got the hook.
Yeah,
it's like rolling a
Captain Hook.
Yeah, yeah, Captain Hook. Yeah, if he high sticks, you'll watch out, dude. You're gonna be going to the dentist.
Dude, he like skate. He looks like he skates like 2 miles an hour out there too, and he just like gets there. He just gets
sliding
there.
through.
And he's big dude too. He's just
a
a big guy too, and he's just subtle. Like no one like covers him. It's nuts.
You're right. It doesn't surprise me that Draisaitl hit the 50 goal mark again, but what continues to blow my mind is that the Edmonton Oilers have two generational talents, like top two players in the league, scoring 100+ points in a season, and they still like aren't a like top tier team. Like what's going on there, dude? Like get these guys some help. I've been saying it. Get these two guys some damn help. They're wasting their prime in Edmonton.
It's the goaltending, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It is, but I think it goes a little more than that. Like who around them is also producing? Nobody.
I don't mind their
like Evander Kane. He's been producing, but like, dude, you gotta get someone better than that.
Nugent Hopkins comes and goes.
I don't mind their
defense. No one.
I don't mind their three lines or whatever, the fourth line too. I don't think they're deep enough on the D end.
No, not whatsoever.
Like Darnell Nurse is a good defenseman, but he shouldn't be your top defenseman. No way. He got
a bag too from them.
He could be like on the first pair, but he can't be the guy. I don't think.
No, absolutely
and Tyson
not.
Barrie.
Yeah, they brought in Tyson Barrie. Like he's an offensive guy, dude. He plays like no defense.
They need some big motherfuckers.
I like Duncan Keith on that team though, because he just has leadership and everything, can mentor the defenseman.
He's back 9 too though.
But the thing is like it makes sense that he's on the team though, because like he can help like develop like these defensemen. He's won 3 cups. He's been in every situation a defenseman has to be in. You know what I mean?
And defensemen they need, like I like this prototype is like a Parayko type. That's what they need. Like that's like a guy.
Lindholm, like you know. What I mean?
Yeah, when I look like a sturdy guy that you can depend on for like 24 minutes a night.
And they made no moves at the deadline.
Yeah, none. Yeah,
didn't go out and get a goaltender. No help on the back end.
Yeah.
Oh, we got McDavid. We're good.
Yeah, they're just so content with having Draisaitl and McDavid, and it's just like it makes me boil, dude. Because like they're just wasting this talent.
They're too top.
If I was McDavid and Draisaitl, I'd be like, I'm gone. Because like who else around them like do you see like just like stepping up like next level like next year? It's like no, you got to go out and get people. Like if you're not getting them any help, you're not getting any goaltending, no defense, no depth on forward. All their offense is produced through these two guys, and like that's why like they can get by and they'll be a playoff team. They'll get bounced first or second round.
How many first round picks have they missed on? Like
they had like 10 years in a row.
I can't.
Yakupov.
I remember there was like 6 or like 7
Yakupov,
years in a row.
Eberle, Nugent Hopkins, who's like been like the second best pick besides McDavid, but still he's not like he doesn't produce anything nuts like.
And also like with the goaltending, when I touched on earlier, you got Mike Smith collecting Social Security in the crease.
Yeah, right.
Like this guy literally has a bum
vested.
Hip.
He's vested.
Yeah. He has a bum hip, and you're just riding him. And then like Hoskin is just a backup goalie. Like he's
nothing special.
He's not good, but he's not bad. Like he's just in the middle. Like I don't know. It's just like you got to figure it out in Edmonton.
They could have maybe traded a bunch of picks maybe for Fleury too. You know, they were in on him, and I guess something got out about the Blackhawks GM and the Oilers GM got mad. Oh, was that the Leafs? Sorry. Leafs, it was the Leafs. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like Edmonton, wake up. You're just like letting McDavid and Draisaitl just rot in Edmonton. They're gonna waste the best years of their career there, and then they're not gonna accomplish anything besides being, besides racking up all these points. You're never gonna win a cup with this team.
Didn't we say last pod that how many 100-point seasons has McDavid had? Like,
5 straight.
Yeah,
five,
and he's not even past the first round.
No.
I don't think they made it out of the first round.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And I don't see them like going anything further than maybe they make it out of the first round, but I think they're gonna get their wild card. No, they the 3 seed right now.
Yeah, they're 3. Yeah, they're 3 in the Pacific, I think.
They're just
So
not
probably
built
gonna
for
get
the
like
playoffs.
I don't know. Yeah, no, exactly. Not built for the playoffs. You'll have McDavid, Draisaitl rack up all these regular season points, and then you're one and done in the playoffs.
Peyton Manning
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
literally.
stuff right there.
Yeah, but I guess the Oilers are content with that because they haven't made any moves to help.
They
them out.
they got the what is it? The media and the fans are
All over.
brutal
Yeah.
out there. Like where's like we think we're bad. They're like that's all they care about.
I would clean house. Besides McDavid and Draisaitl, clean house. Everyone gone.
Even the fans, get out of here.
Yeah, new fans too. So the New Jersey Devils officially announced that their star Jack Hughes is going to be out for the season with a sprained MCL. He took a big hit by Islanders' Oliver Wahlstrom in Sunday's game, tried to replay the remainder of the game, but was unable to. Subban, after the play, completely retaliated. He just ran right up to Wahlstrom, dummied him a couple times. Again, Wahlstrom was defenseless. Subban was ejected. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the Wahlstrom hit? Was it clean? You think it was dirty? And what's your thoughts on the Hughes injury?
I love the hit by Wahlstrom. I just my thing is I don't think Hughes is like physically 100% ready to be in the league right now. Like he's got all the skill in the world he could play, but that the way he didn't protect himself at all when he got hit by Wahlstrom.
Wahlstrom's a big boy.
Yeah, Quincy kid,
Yeah.
born in Quincy. Nah, not a Quincy kid, but yeah, no, I like the hit a lot. I just once I saw Hughes get hit, I've been saying it even like off mic to Bob. I'm not even in the studio. I'm like, yeah, Hughes he's not big enough. Like he's not built like for the NHL long term at this point. He could be, but he got a Charlie horse, and then he came back, which was I respected a lot. He came back and tried to play on it, but I think he hurt it even worse.
Couldn't put any weight on his leg.
Well,
yeah.
To the PK Subban thing, that was Bush League. He just came up from behind Wahlstrom when Wahlstrom just falling the play, and he just grabbed him and dummied him, like just uppercutted him, and I'm like, dude, like Subban, he's been trashed this year. I don't like he injured that dude Sammy Blais, and ended
ruined his season.
and he didn't get suspended where it was obvious he locked ankles with him on purpose because he got dusted and on the boards and no suspension. What's coming here for PK Subban? I haven't heard. I've heard crickets from the league.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Vinny hit it on the head. I agree with everything what Vinny said, and it's just an classless move from another classless move from a classless player. All year he's just doing some dirtbag shit that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah,
and the whole thing, man, that hit was so fucking clean. That was a textbook, just hard nosed hit. And maybe he his knee, Wahlstrom's knee, clipped Hughes' knee or whatever, but it was a clean hit overall, and no one really reacted to the hit. It was kind of oh, good hit, and then Subban was just oh, what the fuck, and went down there and just another defenseless player just not even asking for a fight, just made a good hockey play, good hockey hit, and he just next thing you know, he just getting uppercut and all this stuff. It was bad, man. I felt it was secondhand embarrassment. I was he really just went down there and did that. You know what I mean?
Cringy.
I don't know what it is with the NHL now too. Because it isn't just that hit that's whatever is the headline for defenseless players getting attacked for no reason. It's throughout the season I've noticed. Yeah, nice, Vinny. There's no little burp into the fucking.
I tried so hard to just move away from it, but it definitely got caught. Hot mic.
All right, Jesus. But Jesus, I just lost my train of thought. All right, so what I was getting at was. The whole NHL season so far this year is people are getting hit, nice clean hits, nice hockey hits, and then people's coming in just like, hey, what the hell? Like, coming in, whatever. Like, starts fighting. You're like, and you see the replay, and they're just shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to chest. It's like, yo, like, what are we doing here?
That was my point I was about to make next, was that, like, every time there's a big hit, like, the players feel like there has to be, like, a retaliation. There has to be an answer. It's like, no, dude, if it's a clean hit and it's a big hit, keep your head up, dude. You know what I mean? Like, exactly what the Wahlstrom hit. Like, yeah, it was a little knee to knee because of, like, the angle Wahlstrom came in, but it was clean. It was clean as can be. It was Mr. Clean.
Yeah, Hughes has to learn how to protect himself.
Right,
also,
yeah, he's got to
like,
keep
on the
his head up.
boards. And, like, know he's getting pressured from what side and, like, try to, like, turn his back maybe.
Yeah, Hughes just got to be more aware. Like, Wahlstrom's a big boy. You're in the corner. You know he's coming at you. Like, he didn't put himself in a good situation at all. He honestly, the reason why he went knee to knee is because he tried, like, dodging it last minute, and that's why Wahlstrom caught him in the knee. But Wahlstrom hit him straight on, clean hit, and then, you got this bum Subban just coming in out of nowhere, just be like, oh, he dropped the mitts. Like, basically, again, mugged him, tackled him, gives him 2 uppercuts, and then Wahlstrom's on the ice with a turtle, and it's like, dude, what are you doing?
He literally dropped the gloves before he, like, even saw, like, he went out, like, this guy's Wahlstrom's, like, head the other way, and he already had his gloves dropped, didn't even, like, make eye contact with him.
What happened to, like, the old school, like, hey, you want to go, bud? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's none of that. It's just like drop the mitts, and then you just start going at a guy when, like, they're defenseless. Like, what's going on?
And then we talked about Taylor Hall last week. All right, how isn't any of these guys getting fined? You know what I mean?
I know.
Because, like, Taylor Hall just face washed a guy with his glove on, and these guys are legit mugging people.
I mean, maybe because these guys are no names. Friggin' Subban's a bum. You know, like, I don't know. But, like, I haven't seen anything.
It just grinds my
anything in the news about any suspensions, fines.
Or meetings with the NHL.
Yeah, is there meetings going on? That's why. Like, I haven't seen anything or heard anything about this. It's ridiculous. But,
it's nuts.
Wahlstrom hit, was clean. Hughes, got to do a better job protecting yourself. But Jack Hughes, he's only played in 49 games this year due to previous injuries. He did have a breakout season at 20 years old. He set a career best in goals with 26, points with 56. But the Devils just signed him to an 8-year, $64 million contract this year. I mean, they definitely took a gamble giving a 20-year-old kid 8 years, $64 million. And if he can't stay healthy, that's going to come back and bite them. What's your thoughts on that contract?
I personally liked it because, like, his potential is definitely there. And after he signed that contract, he was putting up points, man.
He was. He's producing when he's healthy. That's the big thing.
I agree with Vinny. He has to beef up for sure. He needs to be able to play a full, like, not a full 82. Also, you can take some, like, some games off, a game or two off maybe, because you're going to get injured. It's the NHL. Like, you're going to get hurt. You're going to have some games where you're going to miss a couple. And, but yeah, I like the signing overall. Like, it is kind of a stretch. It's kind of a gamble, but because you never know, like, that's a lot. That's like, I don't even know what I'm going to do like a week from now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, here's 8 years, buddy. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, 8 years, $64 million. That's a big contract for a kid at 20 years old. If he can't stay healthy, this contract's going to bite them in the ass. But Jack Hughes, bud, you got to hit the gym in the offseason. I'll call up Jidge Ferry. You can hit the strength shed if you want. He'll get you bulked up. But you got to put on, like 10, 15 pounds of muscle this offseason, Jack Hughes. You can't be getting injured like this.
The ceiling for him is literally like Patrick Kane. Like, the way he plays, like, that's praise. That's high praise. But he's got to get the protein shakes going for sure. Like, work out, do your pliability, do your Tom Brady, whatever you're doing, because you definitely probably did that during the summer. But hey, just got to do that if you're gonna make it.
Absolutely. He's still young, still has plenty of potential, but yeah, he's got to beef up. He can't be getting injured like this, only playing 49 games. So in other news, longtime Ducks captain Ryan Getzlaf announced on Tuesday that he will officially be retiring at the end of this season. The 36-year-old is the franchise's all-time leader in games played, assists, and points. He spent his entire 17-year career with the Ducks and was captain for 12 of them. What's our thoughts on Getzlaf officially announcing his retirement?
He's a legend. He's classy. He's the complete opposite of PK Subban. He actually has class. So yeah, like, great career. He won a Stanley Cup in 2007 with the Ducks. I think he was like a 3-time All-Star. He's just great leader. Like everyone loves him in the locker room. Everyone just loves like everyone in Anaheim loves him. Like he's just great for the community. Like did a lot for the community in Anaheim. Yeah, man. That's all you can't say enough about this guy. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
you know?
Getzey, absolute legend. Stanley Cup champ back in 07, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, World Junior gold medalist, U18 gold medalist, World Cup winner. Guy's just, absolute stallion.
You know what's funny too?
And he's got sick Letty.
You know what's hilarious too? Apparently he like didn't watch sick Letty. He didn't even watch hockey growing up.
Really?
Yeah, apparently like he just started playing hockey. He's this looks kind of cool because he's from Canada or whatever, and then he just started playing. Like apparently he like didn't even like follow anyone, didn't have a favorite player, like didn't know anything. He like someone was like, yeah, his favorite player is Ryan Getzlaf. Like or something, you know what I mean? Like so that like that's just funny how he grew up.
Yeah,
like,
I mean guy's accomplished a lot. He's proven that he can win and succeed at every level. And what I think is most impressive is that he spent his entire career with the Ducks. Like you don't see many players doing that nowadays, spending their entire career with the same organization. But yeah, like Bob said, class act, great guy. He's the biggest legend since Paul Kariya in Anaheim.
Yeah.
Unbelievable career. He's definitely I'd say a first ballot the way he's
100% first ballot.
Like he's definitely a great dude, but like he's won the cup. He's had 19, almost 20 years in the league.
1,000 games.
He has 1,000 games, 1,000 points. He just got early this year. Like listen to this like stacked draft class he came in with. It's unbelievable. Eric Stahl, Dustin Brown, Thomas Vanek, Nathan Horton. I think the first pick or one of the top 5 picks was Marc-Andre Fleury that year too. Like Jimmy Howard.
He was first.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was first. Yeah, he was. Dion Phaneuf. Like this. 03 was unreal. Zach Parise. How you doing? Brent Burns.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, Ryan Kessler. I could go on. Brian Boyle. Like Corey Perry.
Mike Richards. He was a legend.
Yeah, Mike
too.
Richards. Yeah. He was the Kings captain and the Flyers captain. I think. Louis, yeah. The list could go on. I could go on for days.
Yeah. That draft class was unbelievable.
Nasty.
Yeah, but Ryan Getzlaf, man. Hell of a career.
Oh, Bergeron was in there. Shea Weber. Oh my god, dude. I'll just keep scrolling. I gotta stop.
Yeah, but Vinny's about to have a little aneurysm over there.
I know. I fucking have a nice sesh over there.
Getzey, though, absolute legend. Well deserved retirement for the Anaheim Ducks legend. He's going to be missed in Anaheim for sure. But new leaf has turned over in Anaheim. They got those young guns about to take over. I think the future's bright for Anaheim.
He'll never pay for anything in Anaheim again.
And I'm sure he was a great, role model and great guy for those young guys to come into the league their first year and have someone like Ryan Getzlaf to turn to him in the locker room and kind of teach him how to be a pro and, what it takes to succeed at this level. So, he's done his due diligence in Anaheim. Congrats on the retirement.
That's why they traded away Delorier, because they knew they had Getzey. Put people in line.
All right, so another retirement was officially announced, or is going to be announced, was Marian Hossa. He hasn't played since 2017, but he signed a one-day contract, and he's going to retire as a Chicago Blackhawks. The team is doing a ceremony before Thursday's game to make everything official in honor of the former Blackhawks legend. What's your thoughts on Hossa officially hanging him up, even though he hasn't played since 2017?
I love that guy. Him playing, like I remember like when I first started watching him play was when he played for the Rangers. He was sick on the. I mean, obviously his best hockey was when he played for the Blackhawks. But like when I first got introduced to Marian Hossa, he was on the Rangers. He had like the tinted shield, whatever. Had like the half tuck number 10, like, and he was wearing like the old school Rangers jerseys. He was just so like steezy and stuff. And then, and he went to the Blackhawks, won all those cups, and just like that guy had a missile of a shot. Like he did miss, and he was just so big, could skate. He was the whole package and everything, and that's awesome. That's like again, like that's another like classy thing. I guess classy is gonna be like the number one word on this podcast tonight.
Classy,
yeah, just like a bunch of the classy pod. But like classy move by the Blackhawks. They haven't signed.
They got
back.
nothing else going for them right now.
Yeah,
so they got to stay relevant somehow.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and yeah, that's again Marian Hossa, a legend.
Yeah, let's fill the seats. Let's bring in Mary and Horsey who won the cup with us.
Yeah, they're low on ticket sales. They make the quota. Like, all right, what's time?
Yeah, I think he went like from. I remember one year he went back-to-back cups with two different teams.
But didn't win.
Yeah, no, they didn't win. Was it the Red Wings and the Hawks?
Yeah, so no, it was Red Wings and the Penguins. So he played for
he
played for the
Red Wings
Penguins.
between.
So he played for the Penguins in 08 and lost to the Red Wings, and then he like went to the Red Wings. He's like, all right, word, I'm gonna try to win with the Red Wings, and then flip flopped, and they lost to the Penguins. Yeah,
losing back-to-back cups.
No, but the thing is, he went to the Red. I mean, no, he went to the from the Red Wings to the Blackhawks and won in 2010, and then went on an absolute.
So he was
tear.
in 3 straight cups.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. No,
third time's the champ.
Yeah, and then he ended up going on that reign, winning 3 cups with them.
Oh yeah. He's unreal. You know, he kind of reminds me of is like a Rick Nash type of player. But like probably had more probably more points, I would say, maybe a little bit better.
And way more hardware.
Yeah, way more hard. Yeah. I mean, Rick Nash stayed in Columbus like his whole career. I wish he worked out in Boston, but yeah, no, he had a hell of 1,300 games. That's a shit ton of games. Like,
he played half his career in Slovakia.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He played. Yeah, it says here he played.
Because when did he enter the league? It wasn't until like he was older.
Well, it said 01, 02 he played in Slovak. 04, 05 played in Slovak.
Yeah.
And then
played a good first half of his career.
Yeah, he played. He got drafted by Ottawa, was it? Yeah, Ottawa. He played in Ottawa for like 5 years.
He played for the Thrashers.
Yeah, and honestly, he has a pretty good, like, all the jerseys are dirty. Like, all these teams he played for, like, Senators jerseys, definitely swag back then. Thrashers had the baby blue joints, and then
those.
The Penguins, Wings, and Hawks. Like, to finish it off with the Hawks, they have the steeziest jerseys probably in the league right now, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, hosts a 3-time Cup champ. He was a first ballot Hall of Famer back in 2020. Elite two-way guy too. He played all aspects of the game, and he was big time in the playoffs. He always produced in the playoffs. Like, you need a big goal, host is burying for it. He's making a big play. Loved watching that guy play. Even though I can't believe he hasn't played since 2017. I feel like just yesterday I was watching that guy. Like, winning those cups in the playoffs.
Yeah, like the year we lost to them in 2015 in that Stanley Cup final, I was like, what? Like, he was just so good. Oh no, my bad. 2013. It was 2013 when we lost to them, and like he was just like dominating.
Yeah, he was
like
key piece of that Blackhawks dynasty like 10 years ago.
He was durable too.
They wouldn't have won those 3 cups without Hossa.
He played a lot of games where like a lot of his seasons he was in the 80s for games, like 4 or 5.
He was a horse. Dude.
Yeah,
he was a workhorse.
He didn't get hurt. That's kind of Iron Man type shit, you know.
Yeah. All right, so this next topic, I wanted to bring this up because this is Bob's guy. Bowen Byram officially returning after a 37-game absence. He took an extended leave for personal reasons. I heard it was more because of concussions. He needed to take some time away. But what's your guys' thoughts on the kid, Bowen Byram, returning for the Abs?
Yeah, I love that player, Bowen Byram. I remember watching him in the World Junior Championships for that Canadian team that fell short to our U.S. team. The kid is an absolute beast out there. He just, like, the way he skates, like, he's a little on the smaller side, but he just, like, the new generation of talent for defensemen is just, like, kind of speedy, like, puck moving, offensive, whatever, can skate well and whatever, like a figure skater out there, and he fits that. And, it sucks. Like, he had a little short stint in the beginning of his career, obviously, Coach said, because he had concussions. He was out for a while, but now that he's cleared the play, like, I'm excited to see what he can do on the ice.
Yeah, it seems like Bowen Byram. He's a really good defenseman. Definitely a two-way, probably more defensive side of things. He's just had a tough break to start his career with the injuries, but hey, definitely the Lange could use him on the back end. They're pretty offensive heavy, but like adding him to the defensive mix. Didn't they make a move for a D guy over there, or am I just throwing that out there?
What, for the Avalanche?
Yeah,
they got
I know they added
Manson.
Yeah, they added on the back end, so just adding him in there definitely makes him a lot stronger.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this kid's only 20 years old, former 4th overall pick back in 2019. He was a stud in that World Juniors, like you were saying too. But Moynihan and the boys got the best of him. He played in 18 games earlier this year, had 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points in 18 games for a rookie.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Small sample size. But yeah, this kid has so much potential, dude. So much. Watching him play, he's so smooth. It scares me a little bit. He's already missed significant time with concussions at 20 years old, and as you know, hockey, it's a physical game. You're gonna take some hits, and that's just the way the game goes.
Yep.
You can't really avoid them. So it is kind of scary to see his trouble with concussions right now. I mean, I hope the kid the best. I hope he can have a successful career. Just worries me a little bit. This is a quote from him. He said, "I felt lost not playing hockey. I'd rather be at risk playing than being in the stands watching every game." The kid's a true gamer. You know, he just wants to be out there so bad. But worries me a little bit for his health reasons. But yeah, I hope he has a successful career. I hope everything ends up being all right for Byram, because he could be something really special if he can avoid these injuries, especially to the head. It's really nothing to joke about nowadays. Like, all the testing's been done, and the science proves that, like, these guys who have these head issues, that in the long term it really does affect them. So yeah, best of luck, Bo Byram. Stay safe out there. So last thing I got before we get into the bees, I don't know if you guys saw this. It was last night, actually, in the Panthers Leafs game. It was in the Lightning Leafs game the other night. Wayne Simmons and Pat Maroon, they both got 10-minute major just for chirping. They were both on the bench chirping each other, got 10-minute majors. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I don't know what was said, but like, I wish I was a fly on the wall for that. Imagine just like hearing those two guys, because those guys are like world class chirpers.
Oh yeah, they've been around the block once or twice. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, like Wayne Simmons has been in the league for like 20 years, I'm pretty sure, and he's just been like just fighting. He's a fighter or whatever.
He just got 1,000 games.
Yeah, he's just got 1,000 games, and then Maroon just obviously is known as just like an absolute trash talker. So like that must have been a hell. Like, imagine being those refs, dude. Like, how do you not laugh? Like, they must, like if they got penalties for like chirping that bad, like they must have been insane shit that was said.
I don't even know what was said. Like you said, I hope it was something like really that bad that was warranted a 10-minute major. But I think this is just more proof that the league is getting so soft.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, you're giving guys 10-minute majors for chirping. Come on.
They must have said something about each other's sisters or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
But I heard, I didn't see this, but I saw something like that. That would have been such a great tilt if they fought. Like, they're both, like, that's their role on each team, is to like stir it up, and if they're up or down in the game, to like try to shift momentum. I actually saw something on the TV saying that they were trying, or it was on the internet saying that the refs threw them in the box because they didn't want them to fight each other, which is crap. Is crap, because that's what, you kidding me? The
Pillsbury
people,
Doughboy soft.
yeah, people would have been like, that would have been unreal to watch. Like, even in a like highlight, like that would have been sick.
That's like why people come to the game. They want to see like Wayne Simmons and Pat Maroon fight. So let them go.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Like, that would have been a like very savvy fight to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was just, it was laughable.
That's up there with the guys hitting after a big hit. You know what I mean? Like, or like trying to fight each other after a nice clean hit. That's up there.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a joke. I didn't like, now that you guys like said it like that. Like, if it is because they don't want them fighting or whatever, like that's insane. It's like, dude, let the guys go. You know what I mean?
It's tradition.
Yeah, it's tradition. They're grown adults, bro. Like, just let them fucking hash it out.
Yeah, I get the league's changing, but like, come on. All right, so since the last time we were on the pod, the Bruins got back-to-back wins over the Jackets. They won 5-2 on Saturday, then 3-2 in overtime on Monday. But that Monday win, cost them a little bit. They lost a couple of guys in that game, including, David Pastrnak, Trent Frederick. Then they had a poor showing last night against the Wings. They lost 5-3. What's our thoughts on the Bruins in their performance since we were last on the pod?
Yeah, just the Wings have our number, man. Like, I think they've won like 7 out of the last 9 meetings we've had against them, and I don't know, man. Like, I like how we've been playing lately. Obviously, we're winning close games, whatever. We're like, winning games. That's all that matters at this point with the playoff push. We're trying to get into a certain seeding and everything, and Yeah, but I don't know what's up, man. Like we just can't beat the Wings. Like that's like the Wings are like our kryptonite for the past couple of years.
Yeah, it was definitely disappointing to see that loss to the Wings because the Wings had won like 2 or 3 out of the last 15. So
Yeah.
to lose to a team like of that caliber and how they've been playing lately, uh, is disappointing. A little bit concerning. I'm not gonna freak out over one loss
Yeah, me
at this
neither,
point. But yeah, it doesn't excite me. That's for sure. I think again we're seeing problems with the defense here, letting up 5 goals, kind of leaving Swayman out to dry. Just guys not in the right place, the right time. I saw Mike Riley, tough game for sure, trying to earn himself a spot back in the lineup, and he had a game like he did last night. We were at this point in the season can't really be having games like this. But again, not gonna freak out. Still a lot of hockey left. We're gearing up for the playoffs, but yeah, games like this really can't happen.
I saw one stat today that actually like alarmed me, and we gotta tighten this up for the playoffs for sure. Because if this happens to us in the playoffs, forget about it. Because I think right now we're number 1 in the league. We let up the most goals with a minute left in a game in the whole entire league. We have 25 goals let up in under a minute.
Yeah, don't love that.
And then guess who's behind us? The Detroit Red Wings.
Ugh.
So it's like you know what I mean? Like we're in a good spot right now, but the thing is, we got to tighten that up. Our defense needs to tighten up. It's not just our defense; that's just D zone, just like lockdown, because like the last minute of every period and every game, like you need to like have your best guys out there. You got to have the people that are reliable, the lockdown defensively, and that like quite frankly, that's that's the difference between you making a playoff run or not. You know what I mean? So I'm like, even with that stat, I'm surprised that we're even like in the spot we're in. Crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that stat earlier. Actually I was looking for that stat. I heard it. I didn't know the number. I knew the number was like in the 20s.
I think it's 25.
Yeah. It's probably about right, but I guess it's like 16 this month or something.
Yeah, we look like it's been happening.
Or not this month, but like since March. But
yeah, it's been happening frequently.
Yeah, or it's something like that. The defense. We traded for Lindholm, and when he exited,
actually, we lost Lindholm last night too.
Yeah, when we lost Lindholm and we didn't have Pasternak, that's not totally alarmed by the loss, but just kind of the way we did lose it though. When we were up 3-1. And then
it was 2-0.
No, we went up 2-0.
Oh, 2-0.
Yeah, it was 2-0. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2-0. Yeah, and then they just went on a scoring spree. But there's times like you said, Riley, he had the puck literally around the net and he whiffs on a pass trying to clear it, and then they pick it up and score in our zone. And then we're just not deep enough without Lindholm in there. He pretty much plays like 2 guys. Like the way he's
between
out there.
him and McAvoy, basically the whole group.
And then it's just comes down to those guys like Riley, Carlo, and Grizzly, Clifton. They all have to pick their game up. If we're gonna have Lindholm and McAvoy together on the same line, they also have to pick it up too. Even when they paired up Carlo and Lindholm together, it just seems like Carlo's out to lunch out there. He's still not making the right plays, throwing it to the other team on the boards. I don't know. I thought it would have just boosted them with the Lindholm thing. We all have to pick our shit up, but it just hasn't looked like it's worked out.
I mean, the Bruins do have the most points since January 1st. Yeah. So again, not time to hit the panic button here. These injuries piling up, I don't like that because playoffs are right around the corner. So we need to get these guys healthy. Do we have any concerns for Swayman? He's got a goals allowed average over 3 in his past few performances. Do you think there's any? It looks like he's kind of been fighting pucks at times. Any concerns for him? Or you think that's just a result of the poor defense?
I think it's a little bit of the defense, and he's also still figuring out how to be a professional goalie at the NHL level. I mean, he's a rookie, man. Because you see Shesterkin, man, he's having some tough games.
Yeah, he's cooled off big time.
So it's just the growing pains, you know what I mean? He's got Tuukka, we mentioned last podcast, he's got Tuukka in his ear, telling him how to handle certain situations or just handle the NHL in general. So and Allmark.
We got Allmark, who's sturdy too.
Yeah, he's 5-0 or like 5-1.
Yeah, he's been playing well. So
and I think his save percentage is like about like 920 or something. Like
good. Yeah,
like lately, I would definitely be like, oh, like it's Allmark's net now for the playoffs. But the head on. Like, that's the difference, I think, when it comes to the goaltending. The way I look at Swayman probably has more of a sturdy head on his shoulders than Allmark from what I've seen in net. Like, he definitely forgets goals and just, like, lets it go by, Swayman. But Allmark lets in some, I don't know, head scratches sometimes, where I think he's just, like, mentally done sometimes. But we'll see. There's still time left. They got 12 games left. They can figure this thing out.
Yeah, personally, I would probably ride Allmark, give him majority of the starts here down the stretch just because how he's been playing. Like, playoffs comes around, you got to go with the hot hand. And it's Allmark right now. Maybe Swayman comes around, who knows? But I think you got to give Allmark some more reps right now, kind of rest Swayman. Swayman will definitely have his chance, but yeah, Bruce is going to have a tough decision come game one of the first round, who's going to be his guy between the pipes.
And Bruce we trust.
I know he's going to make the right decision either way. Personally, I think you should ride the hot hand.
Not a bad situation though.
No, right? Yeah,
they're both very viable goalies that can play in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's why we've kind of stressed this like all season long, the importance of having two solid goaltenders. Because come playoff time, you got to go with who's hot, and it doesn't matter who it is, but who's going to be making the saves between the pipes come playoff time. Because really, there's no time for poor performances come playoffs. One thing I did kind of like, I was a little encouraged at the end of the game. I don't really know who started it. Red Wings, they are a bunch of goons. Or the Bees just kind of like aggravated, pissed that they lost. There was that brawl at the end of the game with Blythe, Carlo, Forbort, Studnicka, all involved there. What were you guys' thoughts on that?
I didn't catch the end of the game because I was out. We were playing hockey last night. Snaith.
Puck.
Yeah, playing a little puck. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little scrum because they're probably really ticked off about the result of the game. We're up 2-0. Like, and again, like I said earlier, like the Wings that have our number, like they're probably just like, all right, what the hell has this team got that we don't? You know what I mean? When we playing each other, like
it was a good little Donnybrook, dude. The bench is almost cleared, but the refs were like, no, stay back.
Oh,
like,
really?
That would have been sick.
Dude, the bench is almost cleared. It was almost bad, but it was like a 5-on-5 basically fight. The only guy who wasn't fighting was McLaughlin. He kind of just like bear hugged some guy. He didn't want anything to do with the fights. But Blythe, Carlo was right in the mix. Forbort, who's kind of known fighter, Studnicka, all in there. I like to see that. That was encouraging, kind of like, all right, we're pissed we just lost. I know it's after the whistle, after the 60 minutes, really, not much meaningfulness there, but kind of just carrying it over to the next game. Like, all right, this is unacceptable. Let's get it out of our system. Let's move on.
Yeah, they're like low-key rivals, the Bruins and the Wings, so I'm not really shocked at it. Bruins should have like dominated. Like I didn't see the fight. Bruins should dominate that fight with all the big guys we have. But yeah, no, love to see it. Love the fight, especially if the Bruins did start it. That's even better because it just shows like that we care. And I mean, hopefully it does carry over the fight, which they're pissed off and they'll puck line whoever the hell they play.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Red Wings have been fade city for the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah, until tonight. Watch.
They do us dirty almost every time. All right, but yeah, Bees playoffs come around the corner. I'm excited. Can't let this one game, be a little bump in the run we've had. Best team in the league since January 1st. No denying that.
not a big deal.
Not a big deal. All right, I think this would be a great time to turn over to today's guest. We got Patrick Moynihan joining us of the Providence College hockey team, and we're looking forward to our interview with him. So let's turn it over to Patrick Moynihan. All right, so please welcome today's guest. He is a Millis, Mass native, a former gold medalist at the World Junior Championships, a New Jersey Devils prospect, and a current member of the Providence Friars hockey team. Please welcome to the podcast, Patrick Moynihan.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks, man.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. No, we've been trying to get this together for a while now, but we're excited to finally have you here in the studio with us today. So, why don't we jump right into it? So, the Providence season just kind of wrapped up for you guys. I know you probably didn't end where you wanted to in the Hockey East playoffs and not making it to the NCAA tournament. But what were your thoughts on the season, and how do you think the team is shaping up for next year?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously stinks, not making the tournament and watching all these teams that, we played able to still compete. And, the Frozen Four going on this weekend in Boston, it's tough not to be able to be a part of it. But I think the biggest thing for us, we're just so up and down, and we had times we played so well and other times where, we didn't really play our game. And I even think this year we had the team to, make a run at it and a group of guys to do it. And things just didn't align at times with us. But we got still a core group of guys that's going to be here next year. So I think we're, sky's the limit for us. And I think every year, especially, playing at Providence and being a part of this culture, our goal is a national championship. So, and even this spring, we're working towards that and over the summer. So I think that's our main goal, going into next year.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be your senior year next year at Providence, right?
Yeah, I'll be a senior.
Oh, time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like you guys got a good core coming back, like you said. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can, have a good year next year and finish on top for yourself in your senior year.
Mm.
So, we had a former member of your team, Callahan, on earlier in the year. What was it like playing with him? I know he's probably going to be a big loss for you guys to fill, being the captain and all. But, yeah, what was it like playing with Callahan? He just seems like a true-born leader.
Yeah, Callie's the best. I mean, he's been a 3-year captain for us, and you don't really see a lot of captains, over the country being captains their sophomore year. But I think the biggest thing for him is, he's not just a good hockey player; he's such a good person as well. And for him to wear a letter for us for 3 years, it was great for our team. We had him in every situation, if it was the penalty kill or power play, and he was just so steady and did everything the coaches asked for him. And I think especially last year, he's playing almost over 25 minutes a night for us. Kind of just from the back end, and Callie does it all. And it's great that he's still in Providence and we're able to go watch him play at the Dunks. So I know we're all rooting for him, and hope the best for Callie going forward.
Yeah, when we had him on the show, he just presented himself so well. You can just tell he's going to be really successful, especially in the NHL, hopefully.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly talented. Yeah, just the way he carries himself, the way he speaks. In my eyes, he seems like a true professional, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him up in the big leagues, sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. 100% agree with you guys there.
You've had the chance to catch a couple of the Provi Bees games he's played in?
Yep.
Nice. How's he looking? We haven't been able to see much, but
I think he's been looking great. The way he plays, he's, like I said, he's so steady and he's so calm and poised with the pucks. He almost fits great in the side of the AHL. There's more about puck protection, and it seems when he has the puck on the stick in the D zone, he's able to make that extra pass to get it out and just make the right play that's in front of him. I feel like he's always never going to be too flashy, but he always makes the right play and gets it done. And I think every team and coach needs someone like that.
Yeah, just positional player. That's all it is. Just playing your position well, just being in the right place, right time.
Yeah.
So what's it like been playing for Coach Nate Lehman? I mean, he's been very successful at the collegiate level. Even, he's a gold medalist as a coach too. He was actually a coach for the World Juniors team as well as Providence. So what's it been like playing for him? What's his kind of coaching style?
Yeah, I mean, I think going into Providence, one of the big things was an opportunity to play for Coach Lehman. And I think he's obviously one of the best coaches in the country. And he's one of the coaches that, asks a lot, and he wants you to work hard. And I think it's one of our biggest things here at Providence is how hard we work, and it's in practice and a workout, and something he harps on. And that's what I think it makes our culture so good is he expects a lot from different guys. And, when we don't bring, he's going to let you know. But, he pushes you every day, and, I think that's how you're going to get better. It's every practice he expects the best out of you in every single drill. So it's been a privilege, and I'm just really happy I'm here and be able to, play under him and have him be my head coach.
Is he more of like a motivational guy, like really getting the boys going? Is he more like let the players control the locker room and kind of talk between yourselves?
Yeah, it's a little kind of here and there, but he's had some, good couple speeches coming in and try to fire the boys up for certain games. But it is the boys too in the locker room. But I'd say Nate does a good job with, I don't know if he plans it before the game or it happens in the moment, but he does a really good job at it as well.
So we were kind of talking about earlier the Hockey East and just how it's an absolute gauntlet, really. I mean, every year there's at least multiple teams that are top teams in the nation, making the tournament, making a run. So what's that experience been like playing against those top teams year after year? And how do you think that playing in the Hockey East will prepare you for the next level?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I learned over the last 3 years is every weekend's going to be a battle. And I think especially this year, so many teams were so close in the standings. It was almost like playoffs just happened right away in the second half. because, every win was going to make a difference. If you lost, you could fall back a bit. And yeah, I think it just the pace of play too is a lot different from other leagues. It's physical, it's skills, it's a little bit of everything. And I'm happy I'm a part of it. I think it's a perfect league to prepare yourself for the next level.
Yeah, it was especially loaded this year. You had UMass Amherst, UMass Lowell, Northeastern, and Harvard, right? All made the tournament. So yeah, especially this year it was stacked. So yeah, like you said, it just seems like every game's an absolute grind. You kind of got to leave it all out there. Like you said, almost like a playoff atmosphere every type of game.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys are going to be playing more on ESPN, right? It just came out.
Yeah, I saw that today, so that's definitely awesome for the league, and we'll see what happens. But it seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like huge for exposure for the Hockey East because, like you said, it really is great hockey. And I think personally, obviously, we're from the Northeast, so we're probably seeming like homers here. But I think the Hockey East is the best league in college hockey. It's the toughest for sure. So yeah, it'd be good for you guys to get that exposure on a national televised stage each week.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
So are there any teams that you love playing against, you really get fired up, or vice versa? Are there any teams that you hate playing against and you just know it's gonna be a battle that night?
Yeah, I think there's different teams in our league, especially a team that plays really similar to us is Lowell. And going to that rink, and I don't know if it's just the city of Lowell itself, but it seems like every game's a battle, and you have a lot of older guys, and they're physical on your guys. So it seems going to every game, it's going to be, a dogfight with them. And then you have different teams like BU and BC and Northeastern where they got all the skill in the world and they're going to try to outskill you. So I feel like every matchup, it asks a lot for different attributes of our team and different players. But I think the last couple of years with us has been kind of UMass, and we played them so many times, and their rink is pretty difficult to play in. It's such a big arena, and their ice sheet's so big, and obviously they have a great team to play against. So we've had some dogfights against them, and I think that's our team we like to gun against and try to prove ourselves against them.
Yeah, a lot of guys too. We've asked this question multiple times. A lot of people said that that UMaine is also a very difficult barn to play in. Yeah,
they're definitely a stereotypical kind of old school hockey barn. And I remember my freshman year, we played our last game there before kind of all the COVID stuff happened. It was their senior night, and I think that it was already sold out in warm-ups, and people were chirping our goalie and going after guys. But the Alphon's unreal. And hopefully get another game up there at some point.
So walk us through your college recruiting process a little bit. So when you were heading into college, looking at schools, was it always Providence right off the bat, or were there a bunch of teams on the table and it was kind of a tough decision for you to make?
Yeah, mine was a little different. So my freshman year, I went to Nobles in Dedham, and I was actually committed. I committed to BC pretty early, my freshman year before the whole rule went in where you got to be a junior at least. So I think I committed when I was 14 or 15, which, looking back, you don't really know too much about college. You don't even know, really how to do much for yourself. So I was committed there till my senior year when I was at the program in Michigan, and just different circumstances happened, and we're going back and forth. And ended up decommitting from BC, and Providence is always another team when I was younger. I've always, watched and was a fan of, and kind of started having a good relationship with the coaching staff, with Coach Lehman and stuff. And I flew out here for a day just to check out the campus, and I know it's a smaller one and has a really good feel and a good culture. So I think right away kind of fell into it. I fell in love with it, and I'm happy I'm here and made this decision.
Honestly, it breaks our heart because we're a big BC guys over here, so it breaks our hearts they ended up decommitting from BC. But I'm sure it was the right choice for you. You've been very successful at Providence, and you guys have had some great years, but. Yeah, just as BC guys, that stings a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fellas.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
You gotta do what's best for you.
Yeah.
So you mentioned playing at Nobles. What was that like? Is that like a day school? You stay there, you live there? What was it like playing at Nobles?
Yeah, it was a little different. It was 5-day boarding. So I think a lot of South Shore kids, or maybe or Connecticut kids, are a couple New England States kids would live there during the week and then go home on the weekend. But I loved it. It was prep hockey in the ISL, which, I think our league was one of the better leagues in New England. And looking back on it, some of the times I had the most fun just playing for that school and playing different teams like Sebs and Lawrence, and there you're playing a bunch of your buddies you grew up against, and still guys I'm, pretty tight with to today, and some of my best friends. So definitely a great feel playing prep hockey, and, I miss it a ton.
Yeah, so you said you lived there 5 days a week?
I did. I commuted, so I was about an hour away.
So you
but,
were close, yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what was that like? Because when did you start going there? Like middle school, high school?
Yeah, I went there. I started going there my freshman year, and I mean, it was tough because I wasn't able to drive, so I'd get dropped off by my dad because he worked in the city, and then depending on his hours when he got out, I was chilling at the rink or hanging out at school pretty late until he got me. So definitely not the best hours hanging that long, but definitely a good experience.
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be a tough adjustment too, like being on your own and being responsible for so many things at such a young age. Like I feel like that would have taken a little bit to adjust to.
Yeah, no,
just thinking back to when I was that age, like I could barely, take care of myself.
Yeah,
I barely show up to class, let alone going all the way to Nobles, man. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was definitely a little tough being that young, but I think at Nobles is where I was the most dialed in. I think the years past have kind of fallen off a bit from there, so got to get back on it.
Are you in touch with any of those guys still? Do any of those guys currently playing or even playing at a higher level right now?
Yeah, well, my best friend, Jerry Harding, I play with him at Nobles, and he plays at UMass. So he's a guy that I'm always with over the summer, and try to visit each other as much as we can at school. So I'm happy. That was kind of the best meeting him at Nobles, and we're obviously very tight now too.
That's awesome. Yeah, hockey's just such a bond. You're on a team, and it's like family, and
it
kind of sticks with you forever. So speaking of family, that 2021 World Juniors team, it seemed that you guys were really close when you won that gold medal. Talk to us about that team a little bit. I mean, we know you guys were stacked with talent, but yeah, it just seemed like you guys were so close-knit.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of our guys from our program team in Michigan were on it, so it was something we all look forward to. I mean, I was in Michigan. I lived with Zegras, so he was one of my best friends through high school, and being able to play with him on the same team. And Matty Boldy was in Millis for a bit. He lives in Mansfield now, so he was down the street from me, so I was always close with him. And just to be able to share that moment and this opportunity to play in the World Juniors with USA and the way it went out was amazing. To do it with it was almost kind of like brothers because we were always together and away from home. So to do it with that group, it was awesome, and just happy it happened.
Yeah, the exposure you guys got from that tournament was incredible. Like, because also you got Canada. Canada had like all those first round draft picks. Like everyone was saying Canada was like a lock for that tournament. And like Zegras said it, like he was like, they never seen anyone like us. Did you guys actually have like that confidence going into that game? Like you guys just knew?
I think that might have just been him, to be honest. I don't think I don't know who saw the interview first after it happened, but I mean, going in the game, they have that many first round picks. I think we were confident in our group and how we wanted to play against them. But, I think Z, you see it, the moves he does in the NHL every single game. His confidence is, off the charts. So I think he felt a little bit of confidence going in, but it rang true for sure.
Yeah, that was like kind of like the Mark Messier, like, yeah, we're guaranteed a win tonight kind of thing.
Yeah,
those vibes were immaculate. Like we were watching it obviously, and like that was such a sick game.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, you guys bullied them.
I think we tried to. All those first round picks.
That's the only way you guys are gonna get it.
Yeah, knock it out, skill, and be a little physical on them and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you guys really put USA hockey on the map that year. Like you guys had, the whole country behind you guys in that tournament. That must have been a great feeling. Ended up winning gold, especially beating Canada in the gold medal game. Looking at the roster, a lot of local Mass guys. So you were probably close with some of them, but what do you think led to your guys' success and ended up, winning the gold?
Yeah, I think we, even through camp and how we kind of shaked out how our team was, we all just knew what, each other were kind of capable of. And just like we talked about before, just kind of how tight we were as a group, and we kind of knew each other's strengths and different roles we had to play. So if we went to each game and each did our job, kind of like, kind of Bill Belichick said all the time with the Pats, is kind of knowing your role and doing your job. And I think for us, we kind of all bought into that, and we all knew we were going to get our own exposure at this tournament, but it was more kind of down the road and winning gold, and everyone just ended up doing their job and doing it great. And, I think it's why we were so successful.
Yeah. I mean, your team was loaded. Zegras, Caulfield, Boldy, a lot of those guys playing in the big leagues now. Are you still in touch with a lot of those guys? Yeah.
I mean, we got a couple group chats going, and, Bolds is a guy I see all the time over the summer. He's a great kid, and I was happy to grow up with him. And yeah, we were pretty top heavy, and those guys steered the boat for us, and we were just lucky we had him in that tournament.
Did you and Boldy play together growing up, being from the same hometown, like youth league?
Never did. It was kind of weird. He, for some reason, I was from like in the Millis schools. He ended up going to the Medway ones because his older brother played Medway High and stuff. So we always, skated together a bit and played a bunch of summer teams, but never really ended up on the same team because he ended up going to Dexter for high school, and I kind of went a little bit away from it in Noble. So it was kind of weird how it worked out.
Would you say there was like one guy in that team that really like, led you guys, was like the real leader in the locker room, or you think it was just all together, like real team effort?
I mean, I think, the way Z played and he went MVP at a crazy amount of points.
Yeah.
And he broke a bunch of records. I mean, he kind of steered the boat for us. And, he's one of the guys that's vocal in the locker room and just trying to keep the boys upbeat. And I think he kind of led the way for us definitely in that tournament.
Yeah, he's still pretty vocal now. He's even as a rookie in the NHL. You saw that incident over the weekend and his comments. But, yeah, he seems like he's a hell of a player, hell of a guy.
No, yeah, 100%.
So how did you get involved with playing with the National Development Program? It looks like you've been there since like 2017 when you first started playing for their U17 team. Was it just like a tryout you went to one day, or you get recruited for that?
Yeah, after your sophomore year, they have something called like a top 40 camp where they, I guess, bring in the top 40 guys at your age group and try out for, that U17 team. And then they make the picks and you make that team. You decide if you want to go or not. Then you're there for 2 years, the 17 team and 18 team in Michigan. And then everything kind of just leads into after that with the World Juniors and stuff. And you kind of get relationship with USA Hockey guys. So you're kind of still in the loop a bit, but it all kind of goes back to that tryout after your sophomore year of high school.
So once you make the team there, does that mean like you're guaranteed to continue with that program? Or you got to like keep up, each year?
Yeah, you still got to keep up. It's the program is a 2-year thing. So, I mean, nothing's really given to you there. You still got to, develop as a player and wherever you go to college and stuff. But I think they all kind of keep in touch and keep tabs on you to see what happens when you get older.
How many of those guys from that gold medal team were you playing with, like back on like U17, U18 too?
A big chunk of us, I'd say like almost, I wouldn't say almost the whole team, but majority of our team were on the same team in Michigan there.
So yeah, that probably explains why you guys were so close.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's what kind of was the biggest thing for us and what made it so special.
So you were drafted in the 6th round by the New Jersey Devils. What was your reaction when you were drafted by the Devils? Do you like remember where you were, time of day type of thing?
Yeah, I was at home at my house with just my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister. And obviously just watching and see if you get the chance if your name gets picked. And, as picks go by, you're still waiting. You don't know if it's going to happen or not. And I was definitely lucky enough to get picked. And I think it's obviously a dream come true. And I was just so happy I was able to be with my, my parents and my family for that because they've done so much. So definitely, a moment I won't forget.
Were you talking with New Jersey prior to the draft, or were there other teams you were talking to and maybe you were like surprised that they didn't take you?
Yeah, I think in Michigan we had a bunch of interviews. So scouts would come in and we'd meet with a bunch. I don't think I met with New Jersey. So it was kind of something I didn't expect. And, at certain picks, like certain spots, you think, oh, I'm definitely going here. Or this team, I had a really good talk with them. I'll definitely go here. And just the way things worked out, I ended up getting picked by them. But I'm happy I did. And I'm blessed it happened for sure.
That's awesome. So I saw a video of you doing an interview with like the New Jersey Devils during your rookie camp there. What was that experience like playing with those guys? Was that like kind of like a awakening moment for you? Like, this is what the big leagues is like, or you feel like you fit right in?
No, it's definitely kind of eye-opening experience. Your first kind of little image of what pro hockey's like on a day-to-day basis. You're wearing visors, you're all decked out and, NHL equipment. And I think it was just really cool meeting all different types of guys in the organization. And you're there with some of your buddies and guys, so it was a great week, being at that camp and just looking forward to the next one.
If you had to describe yourself as a type of player, like how would you describe yourself? You like a power forward, two-way guy, just Swiss Army knife, you can do it all?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is, my being responsible on both ends of the puck, if it's offensively or defensively, and just trying to be like you said there, that Swiss Army knife and just fit into different situations, 4-on-4 or man up and just doing everything I can. And I think the biggest thing for me and, why I fit in well here at Providence is just how hard I want to work and every shift. And, that's what I want to show. And that's what our team's about. So I think I fit in pretty well here.
Absolutely. That's the attitude. It's going to get you to the next level for sure. You guys got anything else for Moyni?
Yeah, I got one. So what's the warm-up playlist looking like? And your boy Callahan says he doesn't run the aux in the locker room, so who does?
So our go-to guy is Matt Koopman. He's from Marblehead, so he's a North Shore guy. But it kind of mixes up, like depending on how the boys are doing. Like usually, I mean, I feel like it's like a hockey thing. Everybody's into EDM, but for us especially, we kind of got into. I won't even say like it's just like punk, like a punk rock in the 2000s with a bunch of different kind of rock songs or something, and that's something kind of we stick to and something that kind of let us be upbeat. But I don't know if Callie's ever been on Ox or if he ever wanted to, but I know he loves his EDM. He's a big fan of Cheat Codes. But definitely I think for us, it was a little punk rock and before the game and just try to get the boys going a bit.
Yeah, Callie seems like he's a big country guy, repping Country Fest every year. So I don't think I would want him on the Ox if he's going to be playing country. I mean, nothing against country. I love it, but not before a game.
Yeah, no, definitely not before a game. I agree with you.
All right. Well, you guys got anything else for Moyni before we let him go?
Nah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on, man. Best of luck next year at Provi. We'll be keeping a close eye on you next year. Yeah, hope you guys can get it done for your senior year. I mean, we've been saying the same thing to Dunzo on Northeastern, so it's going to be a battle between you guys.
Yeah,
Someone's going to have to win us over.
Yeah, I'll take Dunzo. We'll see what happens, but I appreciate you guys. Appreciate having me on the podcast, and wish you guys all the best going forward.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks,
we
man.
appreciate
You too.
it.
Thank you, guys.
Right, take it easy. All right, that was a great interview from our guy Moynihan. Big things coming from him next year in his senior season at Provi. We'll be watching closely between him, Dunzo, our guy Adamson coming up for his freshman year at UMass. We got some guys, loaded in the Hockey East next year. We're in there. We're in there like swimwear.
Yeah, we got a lot of games to track next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're going to have to be doing some traveling. We're going to be out in Amherst, down in Provi, Boston, Northeastern.
Yeah, Northeastern.
We'll be there. All right, so moving on to our final and favorite segment. We're going to head over to the gambling corner and highlight some key matchups that will end the week, and we'll provide our analysis and give you some of our best bets for these games. To recap last week's records, Bob was 2-3. Tough week for Snipsky, 0-5.
Oh, damn. I didn't know it was that bad. Sheesh.
All done.
Vinny's been hot, but he slipped up last week. Your boy won the week. Nothing impressive. 3-2. I'll take it. I need to get back in these standings. The season standings, I currently sit at 36-34. Snipsky, 34-31. We got Bob in first place at 35-27. He's starting to run away with it.
Let's go.
But you never know.
Keep it going.
You never know.
I got to get in my bag.
A goose egg of a week, and Snipsky and your boy are right back in the mix. So why don't we jump into the games? We got Friday night. Big game for our own Boston Bruins. They're traveling to Tampa and taking on the Lightning. The Lightning are 43-19-7 on the year, 21-7-5 at home, 5-4-1 in their last 10, but they've lost 2 in a row. The Bees, on the other hand, 44-21-5, 22-10-3 on the road, 7-3 in their last 10. They lost their last game. This is a huge matchup standing-wise. I think we're about a point or two behind Tampa right now, so potentially could jump Tampa and hop into that third spot if we can get a dub here on Friday night. Bees, Tampa, what do you guys think?
I think after that embarrassing loss to the Red Wings, I think we'll bounce back, and it's gonna be a close game. It's definitely going to be a close game. Got to ride the hometown here. I'm going to go with the Bees.
If we have no Lindholm, no Pasta, Lightning are probably going to beat us, definitely, so I'm going Lightning.
That's what my thought process was too. I'm like, damn, we're shorthanded right now, and we got Tampa. But Tampa has not been playing great at all by any means. So I don't think this is like that Tampa team and that their real form right now. They've been struggling.
They're down 4-2 right now.
Yeah, they're losing too.
Losing to the Caps tonight too, so it might be 3 straight losses for them. Definitely be a tough matchup for the Bees regardless on the road in Tampa, and they're banged up. But I think the team just kind of, like you said, after that loss to the Wings, they look pissed. I think they bounce back here. I think a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh, Boston's banged up. But yeah, Tampa has been playing well. But I'm rolling with the boys. Hometown Bees. Give me the Bees on Friday night in Tampa. It's going to be a barn burner.
I'm telling you, Bruce is about to fucking just
believe in Bruce.
Yeah, he's going to do a little cocktail. And he's going to be like,
Mix
all right.
it up.
Yeah, and then he's going to...
Again, we've seen this before. We had guys out, and some other guys got some opportunities to step in some bigger roles, and they stepped up. So I think something similar happens on Friday night. I think the Bees get a big win, jump the Lightning in the standings. Another tilt on Friday night. We got the Minnesota Wild traveling to the city of Jazz, I believe, St. Louis, to take on the Blues. Blues are 39, 20, and 10. 22, 9, and 4 at home. 5, 3, and 2 in their last 10. They've won 2 in a row. Minnesota, they've been hot. They're 43, 21, and 5 on the year. 19, 14, and 3 on the road. 8, 1, and 1 in their last 10. They did lose their last game, though. Wild Blues in St. Louis. What's your boys' thoughts on this one?
Love my Blues, but not.
No,
he's not
riding with the Blues.
No, Blues are my go-to usually, but no, Wild. I'm going Wild. Sorry, Blues, but I gotta fade you.
Should I check his temperature?
Yeah, right. Is Vinny feeling okay? Dude?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It looks like he's kind of sweating. You see that bead?
I'm sweating.
It's these lights, dude.
Sweating. Yeah, I'm cooking under these lights.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ride with Vinny here because the Wild lost last time they played each other, and I think the Wild are definitely gonna remember that, and they're gonna come back with a win.
I'm rolling with the boys here. I'm going Wild too. Consensus, baby.
Ring it.
Our consensus last week was terrible. It was the Flames, and they lost to the Blues. So we're all fading the Blues again this week. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll see. But yeah, I got to roll with the Wild here. They've been one of the hottest teams in the NHL lately. 8-1-1 the last 10. They slipped up last game against a tough Nashville team. Yeah. I like them to bounce back though against the Blues. I haven't been sold on the Blues all year. I've been saying it. I think the Wild are a stronger team. It's going to be a dogfight, though, for sure. Not going to be an easy win. Give me the Wild. 3-2. 3-2, Wild.
Yeah, I just like the goaltending for the Wild. They just have better goaltending.
Yeah, their goalies have been hot. I think Fleury's going to get this one because Talbot started last game. Fleury is undefeated so far with the Minnesota Wild.
I think he's 3-1.
No, he got pumped. He got pumped against the Preds.
Yeah. I thought Fleury. That was Talbot.
No, it was Fleury. Yeah.
Trust me, I know. I put him in my fantasy lineup and fucking was -6. I almost jumped out the fucking.
Yeah, I saw some highlights.
Almost jumped off in the Ponset after that
one. Tobin Bridge watch. We got a jumper. All right, we have a classic matchup on Saturday afternoon. It's the Caps. It's the Pens. It's Ovi versus Sid for, I don't know, the millionth time. Curious as to what their all-time record is against each other. But regardless, it's Caps Pens in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is 41, 20, and 10 this year. 19, 11, and 5 on the road. 19, 11, and 5 at home. 5, 4, and 1 in their last 10. They've lost 2 in a row. Caps, on the other hand, 37, 22, and 10. 21, 7, and 5 on the road. 6 and 4 in their last 10. They lost their last 2. Both these teams in much need of a win. Caps, Pens, what do you guys like here?
I'm going to go with the Pens. The Caps really screwed me last week, so I'm fading them this week.
Every team screwed Vinny last week.
Yeah. All of you on my shit list, all of you. But I'm going Pens. The Caps are up 2-1 in the season series, so I'm gonna take Pens to even it up.
The Caps have been playing pretty well lately.
Yeah, they're up 4-2 on the Lightning tonight,
and the Pens have been playing good too. This is kind of a tough one, honestly, and just the rivalry that both teams are gonna be up for this one. I'm assuming Jari's going to be in, but I don't know, man. This is tough. I'm going to go Pens because I just know they're the better team and Jari and all that. It's going to be this kind of a tough one. It's probably going to be a tough. Who do you think's going to be favored in this? I think obviously Pens going to be favored because it's at home.
Maybe Pens slightly.
Yeah, slight favorite.
Because they're at home. Yeah, I agree. This game is tough. Caps are a really good road team this year. Pens, they defend the home barn pretty well too. I've just always been a Crosby over Ovechkin guy, so I gotta roll with Sid the Kid.
Another consensus.
It's another consensus.
Ring the bell.
Watch out.
I think Crosby comes to play against Ovechkin.
Ring the bell.
Like he's got something to prove.
Yeah, we'll have to look up the all-time record when they're head-to-head. But I've always been Crosby over Ovechkin. Crosby's the more complete player. Yeah, Ovechkin has the better stats, more goals, all that.
Who has more cups?
Yeah, who's got more cups? Sid the Kid. The Kid knows how to get the boys going.
I would put money that Crosby has more wins against Ovechkin. I would put money.
Yeah,
I'd put money on.
No, he probably does. It's just that Ovechkin has more goals. That's the only difference.
Sniper.
Yeah, so give me the Pens. All right, another Saturday night matchup. It's a late one. It's the Colorado Avs heading off north of the border to face off Edmonton, the Oilers. Edmonton is 41-25-5 this year, 23-12 at home, 7-2-1 their last 10. They've won 5 in a row. Oils are hot right now. Colorado 50-14-6. They hold the league's best record. 22-10-3 on the road. 8-1-1 in their last 10, and they've won 4 in a row. Both these teams steaming hot right now. Avs, Oilers, McKinnon and the boys versus McDavid and the boys. This is a must-see matchup, I think. What do you guys like, Avs or Oilers?
I'm going to go the Avs here because Darcy Kemper is just an absolute stallion on that. Like you said, they're 8-1-1. It's all just because Kemper is just on his dome. And Oilers have a retirement home in the crease. So, if you're just going off paper or whatever and, statistics and it's just off the naked eye, just watching hockey, you're definitely going to go Avalanche here, and that's where I'm going. Avalanche.
Yeah, I have to agree, honestly. Love the Lanch. They're really good. You can't, home and away, it's pretty similar. They're 22-10 away. They're even better at home. So, I mean, those stats kind of cancel each other out, but I'm going Lanch because, like Bob said, Kemper has been on fire. Oilers have won 5 in a row, maybe even more. So they're bound to cool off, and the Lanch is just such a better team. They're missing Kadri, but I don't think that's that big of a deal.
I'm rolling with the Oilers here, dude. Oilers have been good to me all year. I agree. Avs, I think, better in almost all facets of the game, but Oilers are just hot right now. They're riding a high. They're at home. I think they're going to come to play. I think they steal a win here from the Avs. Give me the Oilers. McDavid, Draisaitl. I also like the over here. I'm going to go over for that same reason.
That's a good. I was about to say. So, the Oilers are going to go up watch. Oilers are going to go up 4-1 or something. They're just going to score a shit ton of goals, and they're going to pull something the Leafs did. It's going to be Oilers are going to be up, and then the Avalanche is going to come storming back. Yeah, I like the over on that one too.
Yeah, I don't think the Oilers can really win an over game when their goalies aren't very good either. That's
what I'm saying. I would say it's going to be Oilers will score 3 or 4 on Kemper, and then the Avalanche just have Koskinen or Mike Smith in net, and they can't keep up with that offensive power that the Avalanche have because the Avalanche are going to keep coming.
So hammer the over.
Yeah, over, and I'm going to go Oilers. I think they're going to be pretty decent dogs, too. Give me the Oilers. All right, heading off to our last game on Sunday. We got 2 playoff teams right now going head-to-head. It's the LA Kings and, again, the Minnesota Wild, this time in Minnesota. We talked about Minnesota a little bit earlier. They've been hot. The Kings, though, they're no slouches themselves. 38-24-10 this year. 29-6 on the road. Really good road team. 5-3-2 in their last 10. They did lose their last game. We got the Kings. We got the Wild. Who are you guys going with?
The thing about the Kings, man, I've been huge on the Kings all year. They're still in a Pacific division hunt right now. They're still hunting for the top spot. They're a little bit out of the points wise, but I like the Kings, man. Like you said, they're a great road team. That team is definitely built to make a little run in the playoffs, and I think the Wild are going to cool off a little bit going into this contest.
Minnesota. So both these games have gone under, so they've been kind of a dogfight. Kings won the last tilt 2-1, but the Wild, I'm hammering the Wild this week. This is twice I've taken them, and I think they're coming for blood. They are no joke. At home, they're 24-7-2. Kings are a great away team, 29-6, but I think the Wild are just built to win right now at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring this right into the playoffs.
Yeah, this is a good time matchup. I'm gonna roll with the Kings here. I like the Kings. Like you said, both games have been low scoring dogfights. Kings low key are one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're 8th in goals allowed, tied for 2nd in shots on goal allowed, and only 3rd in penalties taken. On the other hand, Wild are 29th in penalty minutes, so they're known to take some dumb penalties. So I think Kings will be on the power play, at least a couple times here. And Minnesota sometimes can be leaky defensively, 17th in goals allowed. I know they've been a lot better since they acquired Fleury, but Fleury probably isn't going to go back to back, so you probably will see Talbot here. He's been playing well too. I just like the Kings. I think it's going to be a dogfight, low scoring. I think it's going to be similar to last matchup. I think the Kings pull this one off here. Those sneaky Kings.
Yeah, they just scratch and crawl.
Yeah, they catch you by surprise. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, on paper they don't seem like the most high-powered team, but you can't give them any space out there.
And that
Because they'll
kid,
bury on you. Kempe, he's got 30 goals this year. He's burying.
he's a dog.
Yeah.
I love Adrian Kempe. He's a beast. And then you got Anze Kopitar.
Yeah, Kopitar. I can't forget him. He's Bergeron Jr.
And I think Drew Doughty's coming back soon too, so he might be back for that game. I think he's like April 7th to April 8th. He's going to get activated.
That wouldn't be a bad time to come.
Kings
come
might
back.
be scary in the playoffs. All right, before we sign off today, Bob wants to give us a little education with his fun fact of the day.
This one's really good. I was like, when I found this one, I'm like, I this gotta happen. This gotta like I gotta put this on the pod. A man named Ronald McDonald once robbed a Wendy's. In 2005, a 22-year-old man named Ronald McDonald was charged with stealing money from a safe at a Wendy's fast food restaurant in Manchester, New Hampshire. However, the Associated Press noted that there was no relation to the criminal who was caught red-handed and the red-nosed clown with a very similar name. That's so crazy, dude. I was looking through this stuff, like whatever, looking through all these facts, and then I was just like, all of them were pretty lame, dude. I was on the website where it wasn't that great. I hopped from website to website, and I was pretty deep into this one, and I saw that. I was like, found it. That's the one.
Dude, Wendy's done messed up when they hired a guy named Ronald McDonald. They'd be like, dude, we're not hiring you. You're a spy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a red
dude,
flag.
You're in cahoots with McDonald's, dude. You try to steal our friggin', junior bacon cheeseburger recipe.
Yeah, right. It's like the Krabby Patty formula. It's like fucking plankton going in there.
Like, McDonald's just comes out with the JBC like the next day.
Yeah.
Hire this guy. It's like,
Yeah, and he's
They have a 4 for
just
4.
ripping them off.
and he's got like orange hair too. Like just he's just like, oh, how are we gonna like hire this guy? His name's Ronald McDonald. He's got a cheddar head too. Like definitely an informant for McD's.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm a Wendy's guy, so, like, when I heard that, I was like, yo, lock him up and throw away the key, dude.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Like, but,
Rumor has it that Wendy and Ronald McDonald are like siblings.
thoughts?
Thoughts?
I ain't buying it. All right. I think that just about wraps it up today. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Hedge Better Industries. They continue to revolutionize the sports betting industry. So if you haven't already, be sure to go check them out over at www.hedgebetter.com. That's www.hedgebetter.com. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The High Slot. Be sure to go check us out over on Twitter and Instagram at High Slot Podcast for more daily hockey content. Anything you boys want to add before we officially sign off?
You know something?
No. Just everybody have a nice week, and we'll see you again.
We do want to thank everyone. We were pretty successful with our first video, our first podcast with video, so hope you're enjoying it. The views looked like they were pretty good, so keep them coming. We'll keep pumping out the content. You guys keep supporting us. You're what keeps us going.
Yeah, we love the support, everyone. That like when we first started this podcast, it was a little fun thing for us to do, but we decided to take another direction, and you guys are helping us do it. And thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. It's unbelievable.
All right, we'll see you next time. Peace.